Hey Aquarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the second half of August. Please keep that in mind, guys. General readings are not going to fit everybody's situation, so just take what resonates. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box to set that up. I'm booking into September now, basically. Got a couple of spots in August left, but September is what we're booking into. Okay, fellow Aquas, I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for hitting the like, share, subscribe, all of your comments, contributions, donations, etc. I really do appreciate the support, guys, so thank you. Okay, let's see. What's the message second half of August for my fellow Aquarians? What's happening here? Aquarius. You know, Aquarius, there's a letting go here. It's interesting. I feel like some of you might be stuck or blocking either you walking away or somebody here needing to walk away and let go of something in fear of, it's interesting. It's like we're either you might be feeling the loss or the grief of that or the regret if you don't. I feel like there's more of an indication here to walk away, 8 of Cups, but something is blocking that, 7 of Wands. Now, you could be feeling a little bit sorry or sad for a situation or a person, you know, feeling bad that maybe you're the one that has to walk away or let go of something here, but then you also might deal with some of the regret if you don't. What is this 8 of Cups? What's the outcome here for Aquarius around maybe letting go, walking away, yes or no? 4 of Wands. Okay, it's towards your own stability, Aquarius. You would know, for some of you, I hate to say this, but for some of you, it's a relationship. 4 of Wands, something that has its own stability in it, but maybe not for you. It's very interesting. It's difficult to walk away. 8 of Cups is a difficult energy. It's not always easy to let go or walk away because something holds you together, holds you in place. It's the 7 of Wands. The Moon. So some of you, there's You're guarding your emotional, like what you need to maybe share or express, or you're sort of holding on to the feeling, and it could be sort of painful inside. It could be causing you grief within yourself. You're kind of pushing down the emotions. Some of you could be guarding or suppressing those emotions from coming through. Sometimes we feel maybe it's just like, instead of saying it, it's just easier to leave without expressing something. There's fear attached to that. Tell me about the Moon. There's fear attached to what it is you're holding on to. The new beginning, the Fool, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. There's something that what also kind of holds you back is the unknown. What is life going to look like when you let go of this situation that you're in, that you need to maybe move on from? You know, it's like, I feel like you're torn between, you know, is it worse to stay, maybe suppress my feelings, suppress your feelings, or am I going to have regrets? Am I going to have regrets if I stay? Am I going to have regrets if I go? What is it, Aquarius? Because some of you, there is something that keeps this situation held together in its own way of stability. I think some of you realize that you need to move on from something, but you don't know when that's going to be. You know that you have to walk away. You know that you're going to have to face some challenges or face some fears, but it's also like, I don't know when that's going to be. I'll cross that bridge when it shows up, but you're ready to move on. It's kind of like if you're at a job and you're over it, you're done, you've realized this is no longer my thing. You know you're going to leave, but you don't know when. And right now it's keeping you there because there's something that's holding you down. There's something that's keeping you in a form of stability. It's a job, right? It's paying the bills, it's doing its thing. This could be the case within a relationship as well. I think you have to, I'm going to check in with these because I think you have to have the strength, the courage to accept letting go of things and facing the unknown or the new, because a lot of good benefit or a lot of opportunities could arise, but some of you may not like change. You may not like the unknown. It's not always easy to do that. You know, let's take a look here with this Fool, the Moon. The Knight of Swords, yeah, taking action, going for it. Knight of Swords is obviously it can be hasty. It can be a hasty energy. But it also is somebody that says, I'm willing to challenge myself. I'm taking action. I'm doing this. I'm going to go a little bit to what I got to do, where I'm going, what I need to challenge. Tell us a little more. There's the Judgment. So the Judgment, this is the closure of something, the decision to make a bigger step, a bolder decision. I feel like when you walk away here, Aquarius, this Judgment is saying like the past is done. And that could be what you're contemplating on. It might be like you're grieving that when you're done, Aquarius, there's no looking back here. You're moving forward, onward. It's a big decision. So I feel like you're not going to waver here. Your decision is set and you're taking action and you're not going to look back. And this could be a little bit painful or create grief or sadness. You're like, again, the time is here. You know that the decision needs to be made, but it is something that I think you're letting go of something that feels quite important to you, but you also don't want to live suppressing your feelings or holding on to something where you can't be your true self. There could have been a very big lesson that you've learned, and maybe that lesson, it's sort of like, okay, I've learned what I needed to get, or I've learned what I needed to learn, rather. It's time for you to move on and grow. Time for you to take the next step in your life, in your direction, in your new direction. Some of you could be planning that. You're keeping the plans to yourself, very quiet. It's like premeditating. Tell me about this Four of Wands. I'm just curious. Four of Wands for Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune. So this situation here, Aquarius, it definitely did serve you well. The timing of something here was meant to happen. I feel like you've gotten what you needed. You gained a lot from this. There's been a lot of this changed your life, I think, for the better. But it's also a timing situation around something else, maybe. Tell me about what's the next step after Wheel of Fortune. Some kind of circumstances have taken you into this place where you're in a new decision-making process of having to maybe let go and walk away. It's let me see. What's the wheel? What else? The Six of Pentacles. It's interesting because something is still giving you a lot of abundance here. Something here is still giving you, it still provides you with a lot, or you're still giving to this situation. I wonder if some of you feel that although you're giving to a situation, it's not something that maybe you want to continue to give. You could be waiting for life or something to change. And it's like you're giving to something. You could be doing that to maintain part of that stability for that relationship or job or whatever that is. What's the outcome of that? You're gaining something here at the Star. You're gaining something here, Aquarius. Something here is serving you, but it may not be something that you know that you really want to continue to be in. Even though it's giving you something, even though it's serving you, even though there's a sense of, it's like it is part of your path, and some of you are not willing to, or you can't, it's like not, there's that hope and dream and, not giving up energy from the Star card. Trying to make something better, healing. The Star, that's your card, guys. That's Aquarius. So the outcome is whatever was meant for you, Aquarius. What is your path? What does your future look like? I think some of you are trying not to give up hope because you've given so much to this, or you're receiving still. You're still, something is like almost preventing you from letting go. It's like if you're at a job and you're like, I think I'm going to leave, and then you get a bonus, and then you're like, I think I'm going to leave and I get another raise. Something is continuing to keep you stuck or held on. Someone or something continues to show up for you to try to keep you in this stability kind of thing. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's fulfilling your emotions or your well-being or where you want to be. Because on the other side of that, there's a decision that needs to be made to consider moving forward and walking away from. 8 of Cups. But I think you know that you're letting go of something that is going to create a feeling or a sense of loss or sadness or regret even. This situation, Aquarius, was part of, it was lined up for you in your life. It was timed accordingly or appropriately to bring you to where you are today, to bring you to a place of abundance or stability, or without this situation, it's like you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have what you have necessarily without that circumstance taking place. So this situation, even though maybe you feel like it's no longer aligning with you and your path, it has brought you a lot into your world. It's given you a lot of stability. Let's say it's a family. It's like it brought you kids. This person came into your life to wed, to marriage, to have a family. You have beautiful kids. I'm not sure if this is a relationship, but I think for some of you it is. The 4 of Wands, letting go, 8 of Cups, right? So we're staying maybe because of the kids. We're staying because of the money. We're staying because the house. What's life going to look like? So there's a lot of benefit and a lot of blessings and a lot of things that have occurred for you that brought you to this great place in life. But there's something that your feelings are being suppressed. Your feelings are different. Your emotions are speaking differently. Your intuition is can you come out with that? Can you come to the surface with that? And part of that might be that you have to move on, or that you're thinking of a new path, or you're thinking of something different. Let's see here. What's the healing advice for Aquarius? What's the healing advice? It's like there's no mistake that this situation was for you, Aquarius. Has it served its time? Some of you are going through this. What's the healing advice? See, the Lovers and the Knight of Pentacles. There's definitely a relationship here. Slowly, there's slow energy. Knight of Pentacles. Your decision making, your choices around this relationship, your choice to slow it down or maybe welcome something new in your life. What is this Knight of Pentacles? This is an offer of a relationship. What's your healing advice? Or a choice around a connection. The 3 of Swords. There's that parting of ways. There's that potential third party The Lovers, Three of Swords, potentially a third party. And what's the outcome of this? I think some of you are you're slowing down the world. The end of a cycle. We've got it again. The end of a cycle here for something different for you, Aquarius. There's the Three of Swords, the Lovers, the World. This is something that ran its course, so to speak. It feels like a little bit of a slowly but surely. The process was slowly coming to the end of its course. You were growing apart. You may have started to, there could have been a third party, a little bit of wandering or a little bit of reconsidering, thinking about others or something of that. It feels like a surely but slowly this took place. And this situation finally comes to its end. It can't part ways while we're still involved. It can't go its separate ways while we still stay attached or we still stay involved. So there's something that it's not over till it's over with the world. The end of this thing is reached its end cycle for something new. It's not over till it's over, but slowly but surely, it's kind of like we're trying to come closer together maybe, but it's also parting at the same time. It's like a few times here, Aquarius, it's all I can say. You've got a few indicators of letting go, walking away, possibly, a painful ending, a parting of ways, the end of a cycle, the Judgment, the Fool. You're leaning in a direction here. The reading is showing that if something doesn't feel aligned with you, Aquarius, the Star, if there's something here that you can no longer reciprocate the support, the giving, that you can't give the way you once did, or you can't receive the way you once did, you may not want what this situation is continuing to offer you. And you don't necessarily mean or intend to mislead a situation, but someone or something seems to be willing to give a lot and to show up and to try to make things happen. But it may have served its time, its course. You're looking at this of whether or not this is still on your path. Is it worth saving hope for this? Is it aligned with you? If it is, then it's like you're weighing out the options of whether or not something is worth its weight in gold, kind of thing. Did some of you lose your ring? Is there I don't know if it's a sale, but it feels like a lost ring, like a wedding band, like a promise ring, a wedding ring, an engagement ring, a diamond ring, a gold ring. I feel like something here was lost, possibly like at a beach in the water, like something there. That's a very specific message, but there's a potential loss of ring or no longer wearing it. Maybe that's hopefully that's not an excuse, but you could be like, I lost it. I don't know. All right, Aquarius, the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So, this feels a little more specific. Some of you are in a big decision here. That Judgment, okay, could be attached to legal documents when it comes to signing off on a decision to move forward. But I feel like some of you, this definitely feels like your intuition, and also it feels like it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Slowly but surely. Let's see what the well-being cards talk about for Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius? You could, you know, Aquarius, you could, with that lovers, that choice energy within the lovers card, Gemini energy, you could have a choice to maintain some kind of relation or connection or different dynamic, perhaps. It feels like you no longer want to give to something that you once were so eager to be a part of. And it feels like your path is changing. And it's like you kind of know that it's time for you to move in a new direction. But again, something is kind of keeping you from doing so at the same speed or the pace or the true free will that you would like, you know? Let's take a look here at this card. I look for more reasons to appreciate. I haven't seen this card before. The more I appreciate, the better I feel. The better I feel, the more I am allowing who I am to flow through me. The more I allow who I am to flow through me, the better I feel. So I think that some of you, this is just basically saying to allow yourself to feel the way you truly are, your true essence, your true flow, your true intuition, your feeling. Because some of you are, as I said, Seven of Wands with the Moon and the Five of Cups. You're guarding, you're suppressing, or you're not truly allowing your feelings to be expressed or lived out. And if they are, there's grief, or there's, you know, the fears, the insecurities are sitting in the way. So breaking free from that with the Fool card of really living the life or living in a free spirit that you are, Aquarius, so that you don't hang on to, or it's like this Seven of Wands is kind of like showing up as a strong person, you know, showing up with your strength, showing up with your smile on your face. But deep down inside are you truly living the way you're expressing on the outside? Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I want to wish you a great day. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments. I appreciate it. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Take care.